We're moving. We're moving. Can you even believe this?
Hello, good morning. Welcome from my sunny apartment that is about to be vacant for a while. So, Brenden and I, my boyfriend, are going to Napa for the next 3 months, at least. Maybe more.
So
Here's kind of the whole scope of how we came about this. We both really like to travel. I recently ended my teaching job, so I need a break from teaching. Way more explanation on that if you want, I can provide. We're also living 4 hours apart, and we were looking to be able to finally spend time together in the same city. He had done some interviews down here in the Twin Cities, but housing is really expensive, and we just didn't really find anything that was going to be the right fit for us. So we said, why don't we take a shot at travel? If you're not familiar with how medical traveling works, what happens is he takes a 12 or 13 week contract at a place that has need for a physical therapist, and then we go there, and they give a housing stipend and food stipends and just other things that people need to help them live short term to supply this need for healthcare facilities. So Brenden did this in years past, and found it just a really great way to explore the country and kind of figure out what is the right place for him. And for him, it landed him in Bemidji. So that's kind of how we connected and met. But it's time for both of us to move on, so we're going on this adventure. So Brenden is leaving his place of residence in Bemidji. He has been working really hard this last month to pack up his stuff. And so there's some of his stuff here at my apartment, and then we got a storage unit. So I'm gonna keep my apartment. It's a really great location. It's a really great price. It's a great landing zone in case we need to take a couple weeks in between places. So yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. The rest of the video is going to be my whole packing process. I've mostly filmed everything so far throughout the whole process, so I'm pretty much done. So you're going to see kind of the last few days of craziness of my life. I hope you enjoy this video. The next video is going to be our actual move to California. We're packing up my little Subaru Impreza, and we are going to drive the whole way from the Twin Cities to Napa. It's going to be an adventure. But yeah, so this is the whole packing process.
Here we go. Here's the first batch of stuff that I'm officially packing because I am not going to need it in the next few days. Most importantly is my keyboard for arranging. Then I've got a ring light and tripod. I've got my microphone stand. I've got my cords, and my microphone is wrapped up in here, and my I/O is right there. Okay, so it's that time to pack my clothes. I've really been dreading this because I am someone that has a really big emotional connection with clothes, but also someone that has a little bit of body dysmorphia, so I don't always appreciate how clothes look on me and how I look in things, and sometimes I like picture myself looking one way, and then I look in the mirror and I don't look that way. So this is gonna be a little troublesome. Also, obviously, Napa is a way different climate than the Twin Cities. It actually doesn't get as warm as humid as the Twin Cities does in the summer, and it gets cooler at night, which is like a little counterintuitive. But I think it also doesn't get as cold as the Twin Cities gets in September. So we're leaving, we're going to be there like July 7th through October 7th. Which is like something, if I were packing for the Twin Cities, I would need to pack a lot of different things than I think I'm gonna need to pack in Napa. For Napa, I mean. This is gonna be hard. So I'm also a huge clothes hoarder. What you see here is like an entire like floor to ceiling. It's actually like a curio cabinet. And then I've got an in the closet thing, and then my closet goes from this corner of the room all the way to this corner of the room. It's like 10 linear feet of closet space, and it's like jam-packed with stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through literally item by item, stack by stack, and make a preliminary list of things that I might want to take. And then I'm going to pull up some generic forecasts from Napa. Oh, so this is like all clothes that are like washed, but I didn't feel like putting them away because, you know, I'm about to pack them. I don't know where my train of thought was going. Oh, yeah, I'm going to look up some forecasts just to see what is going to fit what I want. So here we go. I'm looking up the Napa average weather because I just really don't know what to expect and what I need to be packing as far as clothes. So my favorite website to figure out this information is timeanddate.com. So we're going to go here. Then we're going to go to climate averages just to give us an idea of what's going on. So I'm going to be there July, August, September, beginning of October. So 80s is the average high, and 50, like low 50s is the average low, which is actually colder than the Twin Cities, I think. Let's look this up. Okay. Minneapolis average climate, time and date. So if we go to climate averages, yeah, so I guess July and August are actually normally warmer than Napa. Obviously not all of California, but warmer than Napa during July and August, but then a little colder. But it's interesting because the nights in Minneapolis, the Twin Cities, are actually like 15 degrees warmer. Maybe 10 to 15 degrees warmer than Napa is. So it's funny, I'm going to have to actually pack clothes to be a little cooler than normal for me in Minneapolis. So yeah, it actually, I think it's like less humid in Napa too. Okay, let's make sure we're comparing July to July. So the average humidity in Minneapolis in July is 64, and the average in Napa is 60. So it's just like a little bit more humid in the Twin Cities. And I'm a person that tends to be cold all the time. So we'll have to plan for that. Okay, here's what we've got so far. It looks maybe not so good. I don't know. There's some things on here that are maybes. But what do you think? Could we get it all in 3 duffel bags? I'm also a little wondering if all of this stuff is like Like, I think I probably have enough shirts here to, like, have a new shirt every single day, and that's a little ridiculous. I don't know. Okay, I'm totally having an elementary school moment. I'm packing pencils and scissors and post-it notes in one of these, like, old school Space Maker type deals. Menards off-brand, of course. My brother, a few years back, gave me this, like, perfect old school, check that, Lisa Frank. Isn't she so cute? And then I decided to use an extra one of these to pack all my extra cords, extra headphones, etc. Okay, I'm making mucho editing a progress. So, here's how I organize my closet. I don't know if y'all are like me, but these are like workout shirts that are also pajama shirts. These are like more workout shirts that are like, I'm going to the gym. These are like shirts that are like undergarments, but shirts. These are my cute, not so casual shirts. And then here's like at home type of like comfy loungy wear cover-ups. Because I'm always cold. And these are like cute going out-ish cover-ups. More at-home-ish cover-ups because those always take up more space. Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't have many bottoms. I don't have any bottoms. These are my only like going out pants. These are my like pajama pants. Queen of leggings, black only. And then here's the bottoms that I wear most often every day in the summer. You better start wearing them so I don't feel like such a loser. But I wear skirts. I'm a skirt queen. I'm also a dress queen. So I've got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 dresses. That's few for me. I mean, for me, like, that entire half of the closet is all dresses. This is going to be hard, but I'm going to do it. All right, progress. Okay, y'all, check this out. So this is the stuff that I filtered out that I'm going to be wearing between now and arriving in Napa that I'm also going to bring with. And then everything else that was on my bed fit into this suitcase here. How exciting is that? And there's even some room. Doesn't look like it, but there is some room. So I'm gonna fit in just some other miscellaneous clothing items. I've got the swimsuits that I'm gonna bring, and then some pajamas that I'm gonna bring, and then all of my undergarments are gonna be in just one separate bin. This stuff is gonna go in my frame backpack, and I might not even need to use my vintage Speedo duffel. So I'm probably going to pack like extra sheets, extra towels and stuff in that. Yes! Okay, so one of the things that I've been working on packing is my bike kit and tool kit. So Brenden and I really like to bike. We're going to be bringing our bikes, and we're also kind of handy-ish people. So we've got a bunch of things in here. We've got wrenches and a hammer, 2 different kinds of hammers. This hammer is really sweet. It's got like a screwdriver and multiple different kinds of screwdrivers inside of it. And then we've got a tire, spare tire, and then we've got some random bike tools. Like this is for switching out a tire tube, European style Allen wrench, my bike bag, Gorilla Glue, tape measure, and like duct tape, stuff like that. So I'm hoping I won't need any more special tools than this on the way, but if we do, we do. All right, here's another update. Here's all the stuff that's going to go in the frame backpack. I still haven't really needed to put anything in here, but I think I'm probably going to find enough stuff. Walking around the apartment. There's all my beauty products. Yes, I pack a lot of makeup. Sorry. Kitchen is looking like the cleanest it's been in years, even though there's like a garlic thing and a paper towel there. But yeah, I've got coffee maker started to pack. We've got my like nice little list here, but I don't know what I'm gonna need in the next like 48 hours, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Here is how the tech stuff is shaking up. I like sitting on an exercise wall when I sit at a desk. And then just some other like desk stuff. It's not looking too packed because there's going to be organizing and using of stuff. And then in here is the stack of stuff that we're going to be taking. So I've got all my clothes in that rolly suitcase. I'm like so proud of myself. Mic stand, and then there's a bunch of camping stuff because we're camping nerds. I am going to be taking my bike and this pole situation. Then over here, all these plants are things that I'm going to be bringing to plant sitter, my mama, and then I'm going to be bringing that to my mom's to plant sit. Hey, come here. So, I'm packing a lot of stuff, but there's one thing that I'm not packing. And I'm really bummed about it, because he really truly means everything to me. And his name is Chester. So this handsome man right now is at Grandma and Grandpa's cabin. And he's gonna stay at Grandma and Grandpa's cabin for a while, right? Grandma and Grandpa are very excited to have Chester because he really truly is one of the best snugglers. I mean, listen to him. Are you gonna be okay at Grandma and Grandpa's? Yeah? You're not even gonna miss me, are you? Alrighty, here's a quick update. So I got this really cool like box bag type thing that slides under the bed at IKEA. And this is kind of the box for the miscellaneous stuff. So these are all like my beauty products, some books that I want to bring, my bike bag and bike helmet and bike lock, some pots and pans and like mixing bowls, kind of the bigger stuff. I still have not found use for my vintage Speedo bag, but it's coming with me. This is all the stuff that I'm wearing over the next few days. I'm going to try and fit, so those are all my undergarments pretty much, and then the rest of that is going to be filled with shoes. And then whatever shoes I can't fit in there, I'm going to throw in here in that extra space. My bathroom has like way less stuff in it. Oh, if you could see inside my cabinets, you would see that they are like empty. And then it's still a disaster over here. And then my pile really hasn't grown of stuff that I'm bringing. That down there is kitchen items that were small. And then I did make a lot of progress over here. My plants are gone. The grow lights are off. And this will probably be pretty similar to what it looks when I go. And that's the update. Well, I'm off to meet Brenden at the storage unit. We were going to try and fit all of his stuff here at my apartment and at my parents' cabin, and my sister has a little storage space, but he wanted it more centrally located, so we got a storage unit here in St. Paul. So I'm gonna meet him there. We're gonna put some stuff in his storage unit and then get like one last lunch in St. Paul. Rolling, rolling, rolling. This guy's got the cart rolling. We're moving. We're moving. We're moving. Can you even believe this? And this? What do you think?
Good.
So I finally am to the shoe packing portion, which means I'm almost done, and I'm gonna take 6 pairs of shoes. Very, very minimal, but I'm the kind of person that just like finds a pair of shoes that I love and wears them for like 1 or 2 seasons. So these are my hiking boots. These are some new like sandals that I got for this summer. These are my LBJs. Got a ride for those. These are some white shoes that I had to get last week for a performance that I had to wear white shoes for. These are my only heels that I'm bringing. They are falling apart, but they're like the only summer heels I have. Why does no one make summer heels that like you can connect the back of your foot to? I don't understand. And then these are some tennies that I also wear for biking. Here is kind of the situation of stuff that I'm bringing. Besides this, I just have my frame backpack and that long thing that has miscellaneous stuff in it. Woo-hoo! Well, that's all, folks. This is kind of the conclusion of the packing phase. The next thing that is going to happen for us is I'm going to drive up to my sister's cabin where Brenden is going to park his car for the next 3 months. And we're gonna start packing the little Subi Impreza for the next leg of our journey. All of that I'm gonna film, obviously, but it's gonna be kind of in the next video, which I will post after we are in Napa. So if you want to see our adventure, it's gonna be so cool. Watch the next video.